Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go over 3 meals a day versus 6 meals a day. We're going to go over which one's going to be better for building muscle, what's going to be better for losing body fat, what's going to be better for overall health, and what's actually going to work for you. First thing I want to go over is where did the 6 meals a day recommendation come from? So it actually came from the 1970s. This was a common diet recommendation that they used to give to diabetic patients. Then eventually morphed into bodybuilders and then went into mainstream diet culture. You know, your mom probably did 6 meals a day. And the idea behind doing 6 meals a day is that you're eating more consistently, which is helping to improve your metabolism, potentially help you build more muscle. It's just great for everything. However, it's really not the case. Now, when you do eat more frequent meals, this does trigger the thermic effect of food, which is the amount of calories that your body burns by just simply eating food. However, this is more related to the total amount of food you eat per day, not just how many meals you have per day. So the next thing we need to go over is the thermic effect of food. So it's theorized that if you have more frequent meals, it's going to increase your thermic effect of food. However, it's not really the case. So let's say I have 2 meals here, and I'm going to eat these throughout the day, right? I've got my bell peppers here. I'm actually making dinner right now. And so let's say we have these 2 meals. The thermic effect of food is going to be the same whether I eat these 2 meals separately or together, right? And so that just kind of squashes that whole theory that eating more frequent meals is going to increase your thermic effect of food. So when calories are equated, it really doesn't matter. The other common belief is that if you have 6 meals a day, this is going to decrease your appetite and make you eat less calories overall. However, that's really not the case. There was this really interesting study right here that showed 3 meals a day versus 6 meals a day. And the 6 meal a day group actually was hungrier compared to the 3 meal a day group. They also showed that the 3 meal a day group and the 6 meal a day group had no differences in fat oxidation and no differences overall. So this shows that both can be really effective, but one tends to be a little bit better for hunger management. Overall, when it comes to fat loss specifically, it doesn't matter if you have 3 meals a day or 6 meals a day. What the most important factor is your calories and your macros. As long as you are in a caloric deficit and you are hitting the right macronutrient targets for your goals, this is what's really going to drive fat loss. It has nothing to do with the frequency and all about the daily totals. Now, what about muscle gain? This is where it gets a little bit more nuanced. Every time you eat protein, this is your body's chance to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. So the more frequently you have protein, the more chances you have for muscle protein synthesis. Ideally, you want to have between 3 to 5 meals per day with protein, roughly equating to a total of 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight that you weigh. If you are a little more overweight, you might want to use your lean body mass to make it a little more accurate for you. So one of the main takeaways is that you can get all the nutritional value that you need from just 3 meals a day. You don't have to have upwards of 6. And most likely for you watching this video, 3 meals a day is probably going to be a lot more realistic with your schedule, right? For me personally, I have 3 meals a day and a snack just post-workout. And so that's what works with my schedule. And that's the biggest thing when it comes to getting a nutrition plan that actually works. You need to balance 2 things: optimization with the ease of implementation. So if you're going to be able to easily implement this is going to be a great diet strategy for you, because you need to follow something that's going to be sustainable for you long term, not just something you do for a couple weeks or a couple months. This is something you're going to do for years or the rest of your life. So you need to find something that's evidence-based, that actually works, that's also going to be something that's realistic for you. And out of the last 6 years that I've been coaching people, realistically, 3 meals and a snack is usually going to be way better than trying to slam in 6 meals, a bunch of Tupperware containers, and you're just in the kitchen constantly. So the main practical takeaways are, if you're comparing a diet with 3 meals a day versus 6 meals a day, is that a 3 meal a day diet could be just as effective, if not way more effective, compared to a 6 meal per day diet. The other thing to keep in mind is that when it comes to fat loss specifically, the most important thing is the calorie deficit and the macros. As long as you're in a calorie deficit throughout the week and the weekly average is in that deficit, you're going to lose body fat. Now, if you want to go a step above and hit your protein goal, hit your carb goal, hit your fat goal, well, then your body composition is really going to start to change at that point as well. Now, if you're somebody who really wants to make a change when it comes to their body composition, you want to lose body fat, you want to build muscle, you want to finally have a sustainable program that actually works for you, I do have another video on my YouTube channel that does go over my step-by-step process on how I've helped over 500 people do the exact same thing you're looking to do. So I'm going to link the video. You can watch this next. Other than that, in the comments of this video, I want you guys to leave me recommendations. What should I review next week? What should I go over? What questions you have? That way I can make content that you guys want to watch. Watch that video, leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe.